President Trump, you have done a good job of making people believe that you are accomplishing things. For all of you, over 70 million people that voted for President Trump, I understand why you are saying he's doing things. President Trump said before the election, and even on the day that he was elected, and when he was giving his speech to the whole world, and he said, "Here are the things I'm going to do." Then he got in the White House with a piece of paper and signed. That's all he did. And because that's all that he did, everyone saw the signing and said, President Trump is doing exactly what said he was going to do. They were nothing more than executive orders. But I can truly say that I understand why that over 70 million people that voted for President Trump, I understand why you voted for him. I understand why you're saying that he's keeping his word. Because all you see is a piece of paper, him signing, that's it. It's only an executive order. At that very moment he signed, nothing happened. But in your mind, you just see action. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying I get why you are saying that President Trump is doing more than others in the White House that maybe you didn't like. But after he has signed these, what action was literally taken? No laws were put into place. The Senate, the House, no laws passed relating to those things. But because he made a show of it and you saw him doing stuff, people are saying, hey, the reason was this is why I voted for Donald Trump. You see, he's doing more than Biden did. He's doing more than Kamala would have. You know what? That's a fair comment. And if we're going to say any differently, well, let's be honest. Once he did that, you did this. As voters, I'm talking to the voters. As voters, that's all you did because that was good enough for you. Not that he actually accomplished anything in the real world. Because all of these companies that are saying we're going to invest money in America have not done it, even with the executive order. Even with President Trump waving his hand and coming out and telling you. But rather than this, look for it to see if it's true, you do this. And I'm telling you that's not good enough. You want jobs in America? You want the tariffs lowered? You want health care for your families? You want women to be able to walk safe at night? You want women to be protected from the disgusting men that do SA and grape. You want freedom for the government not to get in the middle of your business. You want a quality education for your children in artificial intelligence, computer science, medicine, law, history, or whatever their interests are. You want to build your own business. These are great things that I just talked about. But the person that's in the White House has you believed that once he did this, the problems were solved. And when he said that there's no problem, rather than to be honest and say, we voted wrong. Now, some of you don't believe you voted wrong. You just don't care that he did this and that was all. He said this. If it was good enough for President Trump to just say it, it's good enough for President Biden to just say it. So if you're going to say things, let's make sure that we're balanced. Because President Trump is going to increase the debt limit $4 trillion if he can. But he's telling you, it has you distracted and says, we're going to remove $1.5 trillion through hurting Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security. You know it's true. But you just want to be able to say that you're right and that you won. So what you're doing is this. It's a good thing that I'm not.